in for another episode of Industry Conversations 101. Tonight I have with me the beautiful Mako girls. How are you all?
We're good. How are you?
Y'all are so in unison. Like, really? Like, do you all practice that?
No, it's a sister thing.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So you're sisters?
Yes.
So basically, is that, like, especially like being in a girl group, is that a great thing? Or can it be controversial at times?
I think it's a great thing.
I think it has more benefits than like cons because one, we know each other, so we know how we all feel, or like we can communicate how we feel to each other.
We
So,
won't hurt each other's feelings.
Yeah. And plus we're sisters, so I mean we can say whatever we want to each other. We really wouldn't get hurt.
I don't think
wow.
Yeah, I think the cons is only just, we're always working, like, because we're always together, so it's always sometimes like a business thing, so we have to learn to like separate sister time, Mako girls time, or family time and Mako girls time, because it's family.
Right. So first off the bat, I want to congratulate you all on your BET nod.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's big time to be known as some of the girl groups to watch out for.
We were super excited.
When we found out, we were just like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy to be on the same list as like Chloe and Halle and many other great Black girl groups. So it was truly an honor. I'm just so happy.
Yeah. And indeed, and congratulations, well deserved. I know you all are. I see you all on Instagram all the time. I see all your lives. So you're making waves. And happy belated birthday. Who birthday was last week?
Kina.
Thank you.
Well, happy belated birthday. I hope you enjoyed your birthday.
I did. I had the most amazing little sisters in the world. They so excited for me. I was so happy. They're so nice.
Well, awesome. And we're looking forward to your live concert, which is tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So tell me, so first things first. So tell me a little bit about that. What can we expect on the live tomorrow?
On the live, you can expect to listen to one of our singles that we're getting ready to drop that has not released yet. So you guys will get to hear that all the way through, because a lot of times we give a snippet. So this time we're going to be performing the entire song. Just a really dope show. We're going to switch it up a little bit when it comes to style, when it comes to the image that you guys get to see. We may do another giveaway. You never know. We always like to throw that in there.
Some interactions. Give a little giveaway.
We're excited.
Overall, just expect an awesome performance and for you to just have a good time behind the screen.
Right, and I definitely can tell you that because on your Instagrams, you are so full of energy. And I definitely want to go into your style because you pointed it out just a little bit. And your style reminds me a little bit of OMG Girls. Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, what separates you? What makes you different? What do you bring to the industry opposed to what we've already seen? Because girl groups right now have died out some, but now I see there are some that are still, but they're in the forefront. They're in the background, but not in the forefront as they should be at one point in time. Right. So what does Mako Girls bring to the industry right now?
I feel like we bring a lot of things. Our style is very different. Like we love to combine like the vocals of R&B, but we love like that urban type of pop situation. So we really love like the sing talking thing that goes on. We add the harmonies in there. We are West Indian, so we want to add that into our music as well. So that way we can show love to our culture. So
that's
a big thing.
I would say like very positive energy.
Yes.
Nowadays, sometimes you have like those sad song moments. You have those moments where you want to be going hard, and sometimes
or telling somebody off. Sometimes you want that good like just dance
positive energy.
Makes you feel good.
That's what I feel we definitely bring.
And we all sing, we all dance, and we all rap. Because somebody always asks us like, who's the lead dancer, who just raps? We do it all.
No, definitely, I can see that. I can definitely see that all three of you sing, all three of you dance. I saw the dance moves, I saw the vocals. So and the thing about it is, like, we're talking on that right now about your influences. So what were some of the girl groups that influenced your style and influenced your sound?
Most
Ooh, I would
definitely
say
TLC.
TLC most definitely for like sound and even like the longevity in their music wise.
Yeah, and career.
For style, personally, a girl group that I like to look at, or sometimes even Mimi and Kina, is like Blackpink. I love their outfits, like their fashion is amazing, and the visuals and even how they do a performance is also amazing as well.
Another group, I'm gonna try to think. I know OMG Girls, when we started, that's who we watched a lot too.
I can
Like,
tell.
oh, when they dance, they flip their hair. We gotta be extra. They had the energy. They love to bring the choreography mixed with the performance, keeping the crowd engaged. So we really did look at that when they came to their stage presence. I feel like we take a lot from like every girl group that we've seen. We used to sing in Vogue songs, like starting out and
Wow. Okay.
way in the beginning. Our vocal coach used to have us singing in Vogue songs, so like we can understand harmonies and where they're placed. So that I feel like we take a lot from a lot of different groups.
Yeah, definitely. And In Vogue, to me, I think they are the vocal Bible when it comes to girl groups. Back in because you do give off our early 90s vibe to me. I feel that In Vogue is pretty much the vocal Bible when it comes to female groups. Even if you take a deeper dive and look at some of the the girl groups back in the 80s, Expose, when you think about pop. So the thing is, like, the vocal harmonies and things like, there was a song that In Vogue the song that they sung called "Gotta Be a Part of Me." I don't know if you've heard that song, but that song has harmonies that are just out of this world, and I can tell that you all have definitely done your research in regards to girl groups. Now, speaking of that, when it comes to the studio, because when you are recording, right? So let's talk about personality. So in the studio, describe the personalities of each person in Mako Girls.
Okay, so whenever we're recording in the studio, Mimi is like the vocal coach slash, like, she does everything. She helps out a lot with vocals, so she's over here the perfectionist as well. So she'll be like, we got to do this again. We got to do this again. She'll listen to it back and be like, let's re-record it. Like, Mimi is spot on when it comes to like us recording. She got to make sure that it's like perfect every time, like no mistakes.
I would say I'm not like a one take person. Sometimes she gets it right like the first time. Sometimes we're like, that's it.
Dang it. Because the most chill one, because I think I'm like, when we're first like getting ready to record a song, I'm already kind of nervous, a little bit.
Just want to make sure. Our nerves be so bad before getting into like the mic, because you would sit there and be like, all right,
I just want to make sure this goes smoothly.
Right, and then you just sound awkward when you first hear it, but then you get used to it after a while. But Kina's definitely
she's the most chill one. She's like, okay, whenever my part comes, and it's me like, I don't want to go last. Let me go first and get my parts out of the way. Kina will be like, I just wait for y'all, I just do my part at the end.
Mimi first, then me, then
Kina.
I'm just trying to make jokes at the end of the session, trying to like lighten up the mood.
Yeah, she's the hype one. She'll be like, okay, that sounded good. Yeah, like she's the one that like makes us all feel good about how we did on the song or something like that. Even when it comes to choreography as well, we're in the studio. She's the one that hypes us up.
All right. I mean, that's awesome, because the thing is that when you have that vibe and have that energy going in the studio, I think that's more important. Especially like all of you have roles, so that's a good thing. So it's I guess when you look at female groups, the fact that you all are sisters, for one, that's a great thing. That's a great combination. But I know there's so much of negativity that is surrounded around girl groups. Right. And right now, I don't know if you all watch the Encore, but the Encore is pretty much is a show that's on BT right now that has a combination of old school, I said 90s, early 2000s, female groups.
Yes. We've seen clips, but we haven't like watched it yet.
Yeah. So it brings a lot of issues to light when it comes to female groups. Now, the fact that what impressed me so much about you all is the fact that, for one, you've done your research, which is great. And then number two, all of you can sing. At the end of the day, you do have your style, and you also have the dance moves. There's always one person that's in the group that does not have that combination. And that is what is showing in Encore.
Right.
And feelings are being hurt from several different angles because one person may not be pulling their weight, but in your case it's totally different because you all basically have decided who plays what role.
Yeah.
Now in girl groups there are a lot of drama, and that's why I think this show is like very important, because it shows a lot of the mishaps that goes wrong in girl groups because there's no understanding. There's no structure. And I think that when, according, to what I see with you all, there's structure there. You all have so much structure. I see you all every day. You're posting, you're keeping everyone engaged in what's going on with you. And I think I think that is so amazing and very important, especially for girl groups. Definitely.
We definitely believe in that communication, because when we're like coming up with ideas, we all have very different styles, even when it comes to music that we like. So communication is very important for
us.
And
also being open-minded as well to other people's things, like not always being like, oh, well, my way is right. To be able to open up and be like, all right, let's try your idea.
Yeah, because sometimes I would be like, I'm not doing this like run or something. We'll be like, you just gotta try it. Let's see how it turns out. And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like, that's fine. But let's just try it to see. And you have to be open-minded, like she said, and have the great communication.
Like communicating your feelings is like very important, because I know
because we're girls, like, we get our feelings.
Even like like what our parents always taught us was always like communicate how you feel. Like don't try to sever a bond with your sister over something small. So always like talk it out and stuff like that. Never really like go up in
Agreed. Agreed. So what do you feel are some of the mishaps that most girl groups lack?
What I've seen a lot or heard about a lot is somebody trying to, like, I guess be the star, like the one who's the lead. And I feel like if you value everybody's part in the group,
like every member is just as important as you, then you wouldn't have any complications. But if you focus on one, then it's going to be like,
you should be building each other up in the group, and not just, well, you want to still work on yourself. Sorry, our Wi-Fi for some reason just cut out.
It's okay.
We're like, what just happened? Oh God.
It's okay. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that is a common denominator of why some girl groups always fail. And even with SWV talked about some of the things that they encountered. Thank God they're still together today. Escape, who was one of my growing up, one of my great that would be in my top 5. SWV would be in my top 5 also, because SWV was that thing during that time to where they had dance moves. Plus, they had a lot of up tempos as well. And when you guys are picking music, so when you all are selecting your music, take me through that selection process, because I know like you talked about your style as in regards to pop and a little bit of R&B. So how does the selection process go? Like when you're listening to beats, is it like, no, I don't like that. That doesn't fit us. Because I know there are producers that are probably coming at you left and right, want to give you something that's just out of the norm. So talk to me a little bit about your selection process.
It's kind of like a democracy.
Sometimes it'll be like majority rules if we keep the song.
If we all can't decide, then it'll be like a majority rules. But we normally because sometimes a beat can sound very simple, and we've learned that sometimes vocals or the words can really build that beat, it can be super simple, but the lyrics that you add to it, the melodies, the harmonies,
can
like
really take it up.
Really can take a beat up. So now we listen to it immediately if it's making us, if we want to keep listening. Like if we start listening to it,
like if we don't get like if it doesn't catch us in like at least the first 5-10 seconds,
or
I would
push
it to like
30
or
a minute.
Yeah, then we just like, all right, switch songs.
Yeah.
So you're like, next.
Yeah, a lot of times Anai's the one like,
I'm the one that's always just like, nah, next song.
We're like, just give it a chance.
And I'm
like,
no,
to it.
I'm like, I'm bored with it already.
So. I'm bored. Just scratch it. Another.
So is there one song in particular that you feel like that you shouldn't have passed up that probably would have made a huge impact?
Do you think it's the one?
Which one? Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's one that we passed up that we should have kept.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was one song because we also work with writers and a writing company. So they presented us a song that we really liked, and at the moment we passed it up. But then when we passed it up, the song was stuck in our heads, and we was like, we shouldn't have passed that song. We want that song back, but we already picked our 7. We was good though. It was still good. We was like, man, that song is still stuck. Should ask them about that song.
Yeah, I think sometimes as artists we intend to do that because of, just as you stated earlier, about where we are always in our feelings, especially when we're being creative. And like you said, when you're working with writers, sometimes writers don't really understand you as an artist. They don't really understand your style, and then they're presenting so many things to you, and you're like, no, that really doesn't capture who we are,
Yeah, the good thing with this writing company, the Right Key, we actually got to like give them topics that we wanted to talk about, so they can kind of gear it more towards because they have our style that we like we love a lot of swag,
like flow and their cadence.
Yeah, and the cadence, but we wanted to make sure it matched topics that we would talk about and kind of not repeating some of the same things. So we just let them know like these are the things we want to talk about in these songs, so that they can have a direction to go off of.
And they also let us edit as we choose.
Yeah,
so if we don't want like a certain word, or if we wanted to change
a couple lines in there, we can.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome to have that, because again, there's so much of horror stories that we're hearing out there right now, especially with artists, where they're not able to be as creative as they should be. They don't have as much creative control. So that is great to hear that, from you all, that you are all having that creative control. You're able to choose what you want, because when you're having a label, and I think that's the great thing about being independent, is that when you have a label and a label is choosing things for you, it's so hard to just be who you are and live in your own skin. And I love that about you all, because you all are living in your own skin. You're living your truth. So that's a great thing.
Thank you.
That is definitely a great thing. And I know I'm working backwards, but I want to talk about your start, because we dove in about all of the good things that are going on right now. But the fact that, you all started, as a group, but at the end of the day, like, where does the major influence come from? Does it come from families, your parents, etc.?
We were inspired by a boy group called Mindless Behavior. We went to their meet and greet on my birthday like a couple years ago.
Well, it was more like 7 years ago. So it was
okay.
Now we watched their documentary. We were like, wow, we want to do that. We want to be on stage, perform, tour, and dance. And
so I feel like,
and what really inspired us to really actually do it was like the whole process of becoming like.
I think the inspiration came from us, because we came up with the idea. Like we seen it and we were like, let's do it. And we presented it to our parents, and they've always, whatever we wanted to do, they've always supported. So I feel like we sparked that fire, seeing it so much growing up, because we were Disney kids. We were watching people be chasing their dreams, not realizing this is manifesting something maybe in us growing up.
Games based off of like even being a pop star.
Right. Mm-hmm. So we think that maybe all of that, because we're still like, how? Because our parents, they danced at school, but like, how did that spark? And I just think that we were just always surrounded by it, by following your dreams, whatever you want to do, go for it. And like I said, our parents always supported everything we wanted to do. So we just presented it to them, and they were like, let's go. Like, we found our vocal coach. Let's do it. So we need to start writing songs. We need to start. So I think our parents is another big motivation behind the music and everything, because
Mm.
they support it and they see the vision just as much as we see it, and our team that works with us see it as well. So they're like the continuation of
Right.
motivation, because it gets hard sometimes. You be like,
I don't want to do
I don't
it.
feel like it today. I don't feel like it tomorrow. The content demand, sometimes it gets to you. So that team that's always behind you to push you and be like, this is coming out good. See where you came from.
Even our
Mm.
engineer give us
It
like
helps.
life advice.
Our engineers, like our mentor,
Right? He be mentoring, be telling us like so many wise things. Be like,
Like
okay.
we be recording and then we just get so much knowledge from him at the same time. We're just
Yeah.
like, man.
Same with our vocal coach, our DJ, everything.
Awesome. So let's talk about the single.
Okay.
So I know that it's going to be premiered tomorrow. So tell me about the single. Tell me about the inspiration behind the single.
So the single is called Ain't Thinking About You. We're super excited about it because this one is real fun. It's like a chanting type of song.
Like when you hear you're gonna sing the words as well, I ain't thinking about you.
It's just really a really fun song. It feels really good. And it's just one thing that just letting people know that we're focused on our goals. We have that tunnel vision, but in a fun way. Also like letting people know like we're not worried about you. We're doing our own thing.
Like getting a little cocky with our music.
A little
like,
cocky,
we got this.
We're not worried about haters. We're not worried about the people who like said that we couldn't do it. We're just focused on the goal. And that's what we basically are saying in the song, and just in a fun way.
So what is the ultimate goal for Mako Girls?
The ultimate goal
is to tour everywhere.
To tour, have a really strong fan base, like the ones that really ride with you through everything. Because I know we see a lot of people like Billie Eilish, Melanie Martinez. Melanie may not be like the biggest artist that everybody knows, but her fan base, when they come to her show, they all dress just like her. Like you can tell that that's her fan base, and they really support her. Yeah. So we really want to have that fan base. We want to be able to travel and tour and be able to win awards for all the hard work we put in. Right. So and
collaborate.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
some artists that we admire, to be able to collaborate with them, like Nicki Minaj, Rihanna,
Chloe and Halle,
like all of them. That would be definitely like the main goal for us.
Well, that is awesome. I think you really have a brighter future ahead of you. And that goal, I pray and I wish nothing but success for you all moving forward. So I know that the premiere, the concert is tomorrow. Right. What can we expect moving forward towards the end of 2021, going into 2022 for Mako Girls?
You can definitely expect an EP coming from us very soon with some more songs for y'all to listen to. Definitely more shows, and they're going to get bigger and better as well. And you will also see us at a couple of live concerts in person as well. So.
Yes, we're super excited about that. I will also like to shout out our TikTok because we're almost at 700,000. So hopefully by the end of the year.
Wow, great accomplishment.
Right. We're super excited about that. So
and just a lot of interviews, getting to know our fans and whatnot.
Growing it more, just growing the followers. So we're just continuing to grind and, make content that people love and just growing our fan base. So we're excited.
Definitely. And about your name, I know it's Mako, Mako. So back in the day, there used to be a label that was Mako Records, and Mako was spelled Mako. So how did you all, come up with the name Mako?
Okay. Our mom came up with the name, but we put the meaning behind it. We was just like, it could be our initials. So it's M for Mimi,
A for Nye,
K for Kina,
and our last name Ochoa.
And then
right.
Yeah. A lot of people know us for a long time and never know what it means. Yeah. So
when we say it, they're like,
that just makes so much sense. Yeah. It's really
and fun. I can definitely tell you all have been coached. Like you all have, especially media wise, because you're not talking all over the place. It's more so where when you're explaining your name and however when you are letting everyone know exactly who plays what roles, it's like everything is just so like on point. So kudos to your parents, kudos to management on that, because you have a lot of artists that do not know, that do not have media training. So I think that's important. I think that's important about especially having, in artist development, because artist development is no longer, it doesn't exist anymore because labels really don't have the time to develop artists, but it looks like that, your management, your parents did a very good job of developing you as artists, as professionals, and you all are on point. Like, really, like,
Actually,
snaps on that. Like, for real, like, definitely. You all are really headed in the right direction. And again, congratulations on your BET nod. Congratulations on your 700,000 followers on TikTok. I'm like at about 12.5, but I'll get there. So
you're going.
You got this.
Yeah.
so definitely I'll get there, but I'm very proud as a former girl group. I used to be in a girl group as well, and I totally understand. They're still my sisters to this day. And the thing is that I'm really excited to see the revive of girl groups.
Yes.
They're not in the forefront as they used to be. In the 90s, 80s, you had tons of them.
Yeah.
They were everywhere.
Right.
Early 2000s.
Growing up, they were everywhere. We
They
had
were everywhere.
the OG girls, Fifth Harmony,
Mhm.
Little Mix. So we had all the groups. So
Yeah.
we're like, we need to bring
that
that
for this
to this generation. There's nothing.
Well, you
like
all can
it.
do it. You
Yeah.
all can definitely do it. I think you have the talent to do it. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing. I love it. I love the energy. I love the vibe. I think you all are awesome. As I stated, is that we don't have that. And I think that is what's missing so much right now, is that we don't have enough of girl groups that are in R&B and pop as we used to. Fifth Harmony, I think, was one of those groups that I loved in the pop era, because they brought the same things, such as dance harmonies. That's why they're called Fifth Harmony. But harmonies, and they had the hits.
Yeah.
Danity Kane was the same way. Right. Danity Kane was the same way, because Danity Kane had they had harmonies, not as well as Fifth Harmony, but they could dance. They could dance very well, and they had hits also. So yeah, I just think that girl groups just died out in the early 2000s, and that was it. I think more labels now are looking for that energy, and I think you all got it. Definitely.
So much. Thank you.
Yeah. But again, I just want to thank you all so much for coming on the show with me tonight. Can you shout out your Twitter, shout out your other social medias that you have, such as your Instagram and your Facebook, where people can follow you?
You guys can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Mako Girls.
Watch our YouTube videos on our channel, Official Mako Girls.
And you can check out all of our information and get our merch on our website at
www.makogirls.com.
Mako Girls is spelled
MAKOGIRLS.
Notice that's a K, not a C.
All right, now I love it. I love the unison. I love it. I love it. Again, thank you all so much for coming on Industry Conversations 101 with me tonight. It was a pleasure to have you on. I look forward to the live tomorrow. You guys make sure that you guys tune in tomorrow on their Instagram page. Yeah, for their live concert. I will be there. So happy to see you all perform. Can't wait to hear the new music, especially the I Ain't Thinking About You. Yes. So I can't wait to hear it. I know you all are going to rock it. You're going to kill it. You're going to do well. Keep in touch. Definitely wanna invite you all back, maybe to do a performance on the show as well. So I think that'll be great. I think everybody would love to see you all perform, especially me. So but thank you all so much. Shouts out to Press Magazine for sponsoring Industry Conversations 101. Shouts out to Ben and also Harlem Devon. Thank you all so much for tuning in for another episode of Industry Conversations 101. See you all next Thursday.